What's up, movie lovers? Today we're not just talking about a movie. We're stepping into one of the craziest, most ambitious comedies ever made. It's a mad world. This isn't your typical laugh and forget film. It's a full-blown cinematic roller coaster packed with chaos, legends, and stories that sound almost too wild to be real. You might think you already know this classic, but trust me, there's a whole hidden world behind the madness. From insane stunts and unexpected cameos to behind-the-scenes moments that could have gone completely wrong, this film has secrets even hardcore fans miss. So buckle up, because we're about to go beyond the surface and uncover 20 hidden facts that make this movie not just funny, but unforgettable. Let's get into the madness. Fact number 1: the title almost had 5 mads. Believe it or not, it's a mad world almost pushed its madness even further, because at one point, the title nearly had 5 mads instead of 4. During early development, director Stanley Kramer, along with writers William Rose and Tanya Rose, played around with the idea of making the title even longer just to match the film's chaotic energy. But eventually, Kramer realized that adding one more mad might turn the title from iconic into completely ridiculous. And honestly, imagine trying to say that out loud without pausing or messing it up. It would sound like pure panic. Still, this tiny detail perfectly reflects the creative mindset behind the movie. Even before filming started, they were already leaning hard into the idea that everything about this film, even the title, should feel over the top, loud, and just a little out of control. Fact number 2: Stanley Kramer wasn't a comedy guy until this movie. What makes this film even more fascinating is the man behind it. Stanley Kramer wasn't known for making people laugh, not even close. He built his entire career directing serious, thought-provoking dramas like Judgment at Nuremberg and Inherit the Wind, films that dealt with heavy themes like justice, morality, and social issues. So when audiences heard he was making a massive slapstick comedy, it felt completely unexpected. But maybe that's exactly why it worked so well. Kramer approached comedy with the same scale, discipline, and seriousness he gave to his dramas, and the result was something totally unique. Instead of a small, simple comedy, he created something that felt huge, almost like an action epic filled with jokes. It's one of those rare moments in Hollywood where a director steps out of his comfort zone and ends up redefining what he's capable of. Fact number 3: the movie was originally way longer. If you think the movie already feels long, here's something that might surprise you. You're actually watching a shorter version. The original cut of It's a Mad World was a massive 192 minutes long. That's over 3 hours of pure chaos, comedy, and nonstop action. Early audiences who attended the premiere at the legendary Cinerama Dome didn't just watch a movie, they experienced an event. The film was presented in a special roadshow format, complete with an intermission, just like a grand theatrical performance. Later on, the movie was trimmed down for wider release to make it more accessible for regular audiences. But the original version gives you a glimpse into just how ambitious this project really was. This wasn't meant to be a quick comedy you casually watch. It was designed to be big, immersive, and unforgettable, almost like a cross-country adventure packed into a single film. Fact number 4: nearly all the stunt performers in Hollywood worked on it. In 1963, there were only about 100 active stunt performers in the United States, and roughly 80 of them worked on this one movie. That's crazy, right? Essentially, almost the entire stunt community of the time was roped into this project. So if you're watching those wild car crashes and daredevil moments and thinking, that looks dangerous, it was. And most of Hollywood's stunts were represented in that mayhem. Fact number 5: it included cameos from comedy legends. This wasn't just a star-studded film, it was a legend-studded film. Cameos include icons like the Three Stooges as firefighters, Jerry Lewis, Jack Benny, and Buster Keaton. These brief but unforgettable appearances turn Mad World into a comedy hall of fame, a place where old-school and new-school comic geniuses shared the screen. Fact number 6: Zazu Pitt's final film appearance. Actress Zazu Pitts, a legendary character actress dating back to silent films, appears briefly here. Tragically, she passed away from cancer shortly after production, making Mad World the last movie she ever filmed. So in a way, This movie also serves as a send-off to one of Hollywood's storied performers. Fact number 7: Edie Adams almost didn't do the film. Edie Adams, who played Monica Crump, nearly turned down her role because she was still grieving the death of her husband, comedian Ernie Kovacs, who died in a car accident months before. Thankfully, she did take the part, and her performance brought warmth and charm to an already madcap story. Fact number 8: a different cameo hero was planned. Legendary comedy duo Stan Laurel and Oliver Hardy were initially considered for cameos. But after Hardy died, Laurel honored his memory by retiring. So the role went to Jack Benny, and that's why Benny Wears a Bowler had a small tribute to Laurel's famous look. It's a small detail with a big bit of emotional history behind it. Fact number 9: the opening death scene was filmed on real roads. The opening sequence where Jimmy Durani's character Smiler Grogan crashes his car was filmed on actual California highways. That's part of what gives the opening so much grit and believability. The stunt itself was carefully choreographed, and that's the start of the madness that drives the whole plot. Fact number 10: dangerous plane stunts nearly went wrong. The film has some insane aerial stunts, including a plane flying through a highway billboard. The stunt pilot managed to land the airplane even after damage, and only afterward did the crew realize the billboard was made of tough linen instead of paper like planned. That's a classic example of how a small miscommunication turns into a Hollywood legend. Fact number 11: even the fire escape ladder was a character. The final climactic scene with everyone clinging to a fire engine ladder used a scale model miniature for some shots. That miniature now lives in the Hollywood Museum in California. So if you visit Hollywood, you can actually see a piece of that cinematic chaos up close. Fact number 12: some actors really got hurt. The filming wasn't all laughs. Sid Caesar's blowtorch scene took over 80 takes to get just right, a testament to how physically demanding slapstick comedy can be. And when Phil Silvers drove his car into a river in one sequence, he couldn't swim. That's right, he nearly drowned before stunt teams stepped in. Talk about dedication to comedy. Fact number 13: Peter Falk improvised most of his lines. Peter Falk, who later became famous as Columbo, ad-libbed a lot of his dialogue in his taxicab scenes in the movie. That means some of the funniest moments you hear from him are purely spontaneous, one of those delightful unplanned gems. Fact number 14: Oscar for sound editing. The movie was nominated for 6 Academy Awards including Best Original Song, but took home the Oscar for Best Sound Editing. This was actually the first time anyone won that award. So technically, Mad World made history not just on screen, but at the Oscars too. Fact number 15: intermission radio messages. Yep. When the movie was shown in the roadshow format at the Cinerama Dome, audiences experienced radio transmissions playing over the theater loudspeakers even in the lobby and restrooms as part of the intermission experience. Imagine grabbing popcorn and hearing police chatter about the characters talk about immersive. Fact number 16: the theme song was a big deal too. Ernest Gold composed the film's main theme, and it was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Original Song. Artists like the Shirelles even recorded versions of it. So the music wasn't just background, it became part of the 1960s cultural soundscape. Fact number 17: the film was a massive stunt showcase. Because of the enormous cast and stunt sequences, the production lasted almost a full year, which was unusually long for a comedy at the time. That means this movie wasn't a quick slapstick project, it was almost like filming an action epic. Fact number 18: so many cameos some people blinked and missed them. With dozens of stars from Milton Berle to Jerry Lewis to the Three Stooges, this film might hold the record for most major comedy cameos in a single movie of that era. It's like a comedic family reunion shot on film. Fact number 19: filming locations covered all of Southern California. The movie didn't just stay in one spot, it shot scenes in places like Malibu, Palm Springs, Santa Barbara, Oxnard, and even Yucca Valley. This massive geographic spread contributes to the feel of an all-out race from desert roads to beaches to airports. Fact number 20: the Big W was actually 4 palm trees. The hidden fortune was said to be buried under a big W, and the W was literally created by 4 palm trees. One of those trees still survives to this day. The silly clue hid something pretty tangible, a real palm tree formation that fans can still trace back to the film. And there you have it, 20 wild, surprising, and downright fascinating facts about It's a Mad, 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 Mad World. What makes this movie so special isn't just the laughs. It's the sheer scale, the risks, the legends involved, and the fact that no one has really attempted something this crazy ever again. This wasn't just a comedy, it was an event. A film where almost all of Hollywood's stunt performers came together, where comedy icons shared the screen in the blink of an eye, and where even the smallest details had stories behind them. From real danger on set to emotional backstories and improvisation magic, this movie truly lives up to its name. Pure madness in the best way possible. And honestly, the next time you watch it, you won't just see people chasing money. You'll notice the risks, the creativity, the history, and the insane effort that went into every single scene. That's what turns a fun movie into a legendary one. So tell me, which fact surprised you the most? And did we miss any hidden gems you know about? Drop it in the comments, because with a movie this big, there's always more madness to uncover. Until next time, keep watching, keep exploring, and remember, sometimes the craziest movies have the most incredible stories behind them.